mind, we get another sunrise for this. We got the West Texas Wingulls and the Austin Area Laces. We got Chris, commissioner, in the call. We have Ethan, the head coach of the Austin Area Laces, in the call. Should be a good one. Let's go ahead and get the matchup marquee gone so we can see this beautiful sunrise happening in Paldale.
Yay!
Yeah.
Sunrise.
Yeah. So, but I'm basically ready at this point because I've kept y'all waiting long enough. So, all right. It's just me now. Let me get the ref sheet pulled back up so I can see Terra types. Link battle. That's what we're doing. Week number 9. First time we've ever played this team. So this is going to be a learning experience for what's going on. Yep, Ham, you got Chris pretty excited over there. But we're dealing with the Incineroar, Ogerpon, Cornerstone Mask, Rillaboom with a Stellar Terra, and Iron Treads Ground, Jumpluff Dark, Slowking Poison. And we are running our Pheasantipity, which has been the savior of the season, it feels like, up to this point, paired with Gudra, the other savior of the season. And we're going to just see how this goes. We are going to try to do something that is very setup-oriented, using Sinistcha as a redirection. That was something QCQ had last season that we stole for this season that we really, really like. And the only downside to doing this is we are dealing with an Iron Treads, a Rillaboom, and an Ogerpon Cornerstone Mask that will probably ignore Rage Powders. But we're going to try it anyway. It's game 1. We'll see how it goes. Basically, if we want to try to win our division, we have to sweep out at this point. But we're not really going to worry about that. We're just going to worry about having fun and just seeing how it goes. Let's dive right into it. So we're going to use, hopefully, some shelters this game. And I really kind of wanted us to open up this Sinistcha and this Gudra Stellar Terra. And yeah, we got Chris in the chat, who is the leading team in our division. So, but to follow this up, we have a Tailwind sit on their side that's Jumpluff. Honestly, Staraptor looks so good right now. And I think we are going to use our Staraptor in this game. Rabombi is probably okay for this time around. I don't know. I really kind of wanted to see if our Staraptor lead and possibly Quaquaval can show, but Staraptor is going to be pretty important for us just for Intimidates in general. Let's remember what this Rabombi has. Okay, it's our Tailwind setter. A Pheasantipity also could be valid here. I honestly think it's tough decision. We got 15 seconds to figure it out. With double grass, I think actually Rabombi is going to be better for us in this matchup. We'll have it in the back, so it'll be a late Tailwind, but Tailwind for Staraptor here should hopefully be really good. We'll have to see what happens going into game 1 here. Sinistcha, hopefully with Hospitality, can keep us topped off where we need to. Got the Hoenn music. Hoenn music's been great for us the last couple of games, but we got Slowking, and we also have the Huffles, the Jumpluff, which has been a menace. Honestly, I'm not sure. I honestly think if we just Rage Powder here. Do we even Rage Powder, though? I'm actually in favor of swinging here because I think Gudra is okay. And we hopefully can get the shelter set up to where we can get the +1 or +2. Rage Powder from that side, good to know. Yep, because we're a grass type. Get around that. That's some really good damage. First shelter of the game. There's our defense boost. Ice Beam. That will hurt. All right, everybody's been chunked. That is Life Orb. Interesting. All right, we got Life Orb there. Everybody just out here swinging. This could be a Sleep Powder Jump Bluff, which is a little spooky to potentially deal with. Shadow Ball into this works. I like it. I think we can go for another Shelter, get us the +2 defense. Maybe we deal with some sleep, but Henry's going to go away. Who do we get in its place? Ponyo, which is the Ogerpon. There is Tailwind. I mean, that's... Oh my word. We're 2 for 2 on Spadef drops. There's another Shelter. All right, that's +4 defense at this point. We're just going to go for it all. We can Machi-Gacha here, possibly. I don't think we're really under a whole lot of threat here. In the back, we have Rabombi and Staraptor. Sinisha's doing fine for us. I think just Machi-Gacha to get a little spread damage. Hopefully break a Focus Sash here. I like it. Guja, we're going to go all the way to +6. All the way to +6. There's the Sleep Powder. It did miss. All right, Sinisha goes down to the move. All right, we're at +6. They have Tailwind for a little bit longer. Rabombi is going to come match Tailwinds, which will be helpful for Staraptor later. All right, let's see. They have, I think, 2 turns left of Tailwind. We will go ahead and get our Tailwind up here. Guja, we're probably just going to go Body Press into our Ogerpon here. Get it off the field. Stardy's broken, which is great. Spiky Shield. We'll take a little chip here. Sleep Powder. Gudra has the dodges. Okay. All right. So we got hurt. We are hacking. Confirmed. We got the hacks going on. A little bit of leftovers healing. This Gudra should be shell armor, so we can't get crit. I don't know why I was like thinking we didn't have that up right now, but we can Pollen Puff here to break that. Body Press here once again. I think that's fine. There's a Rage Powder. That's honestly, if we can make this go away, that's great for us. That's fantastic. Stomping Tantrum. Yep. All right. We're okay. All right. No more Tailwind on their side. By the way, that was +6 into the Puffles, the Jump Bluff, and it just shrugged it off, no problem. So that's kind of nutty. Let's just Pollen Puff once again to make that go away, and then we can Body Press here. I think that's probably our best case scenario. It's probably another Spiky Shield, but no Spiky Shield. Rabombi's on the board. Both the supports doing a lot of the damage so far. Ivy Cudgel will pop our Focus Sash. All right. So we have a Galarian Slow King in the back, and then something else. Not sure what the last one is here. I think it's probably Incineroar, if I had to guess. I guess it could be Iron Shreds. Regenerator. Okay, it is Rillaboom, actually. Okay, so Fake Out's a thing here, so let's just protect Rabombi. Do we just Body Press the Henry slot? I think you do. No, we just double protect, get back to full. I don't want to like get like frozen or something off Ice Beam. We'll also see if there's Grassy Glide. I think Grassy Glide's on this. Yeah, there's Fake Out. And that's Sludge Bomb. Okay. That'll get us back to full Guja. We're definitely playing a very slow game so far, but I think it'll be okay. Our Tailwind's gone. Honestly, that's not going to help us do anything. We can Pollen Puff. I think we'll just double into this slot. No, we'll throw the Pollen Puff here. I'm trying to think if there's something better we can do, but I think it's okay. At this point, we can just body press Rillaboom. I think this is Stellar Terra or Poison Terra. I'm not sure. Stellar Terra Monkey. We get a Pollen Puff into that slot. That works. Drain Punch. Yeah, +6 is doing good damage, but it's not getting like one hits, which is kind of funny. But it's okay. Guja should be fine. Do we give Guja the hat just for fun? We might think about it. So we got Sludge Bomb, Ice Beam. Staraptor can come in. Staraptor, I think, can just can we U-turn or just close combat or something like that? We can Brave Bird Sun. There's an Intimidate because we need to drop attacks when we're +6 defense. Yeah, I think it's just Brave Bird here. For the hat, we'll give Gudra a Stellar Hat to get this body press damage in. I do love this music. The Hoenn music's the best. All right, there we go. We got a Terra Hat in. We got some good information on a few things. I think for this game, we know a lot of what Jumpluff is going to do. We got really lucky with missing the Sleep Powders, but once we were +6, I felt like we were in a pretty good spot in general. But you never know. The special attack stat from Galarian Slowking is pretty massive. But Staraptor will get on the board. Drain Punch will go there. That actually did a lot less damage than I thought it would, even at -1. All right, there we go. We get the boosted body press to make sure we get this KO. There we go. Guja gets another one. All right. Well, that's game 1. Get that score updated. We did a bad job with this last time. Uh-oh. There we go. All right. So with that, Incineroar probably comes to like really dissuade what Sinistcha can do. That's probably why we didn't like using Quackleval maybe, because we had Grassy Terrain and we also had Ogerpon there, which is like really scary. Those are both going to either out priority or just do a lot of damage into Quackleval. I would love to get Quackleval rolling if I could help it. Maybe we can try to get it going at the beginning. You know, like when we have Sinistcha or something like that to help it out. But yeah, we'll use our current party. Trying to think about what we can mix it up here for Because I feel like Incineroar is probably a very likely lead at this point, just because it's fake out pressure and it's also dark type into this Sinistra, which we're going to use Sinistra again. I think if we do Sinistra Quackleval, I think that's probably a really good starting point. And I also think Iron Treads is something that can show as well. So if we go Sinistra Quackleval as a lead to kind of protect that, I think that's a good opening for us to probably deal with the adaptation we expect. I think Guja here is really good. We're especially defensive, but if we can get 1 or 2 shelters off, like we saw that at +6, we're taking like no damage whatsoever. So I think that's great. We don't have to have redirection for it. We did use redirection in game 1 because we didn't have a whole lot of threats. So we'll do that. So I think Guja's fine. The last thing is, do we want Staraptor back or do we want Pheasantipity? I think my logic here is we use Staraptor just because that is an immunity to switch with. And also just Intimidate, and this looks like a pretty physically heavy team. And so Intimidate's really good here. So I think that's what we're going to go for. Rabombi was fine. Matching Tailwind was good, but if we can keep the Quackleval protected with Sinistra in the early part of this game, I don't think we're going to need Tailwind. We'll find out. We may get burned here, but I think this is our best case scenario. Let's just try these 4 and just see what happens. But on to game 2. Ethan had their team locked in early, so I think they had a game plan already lined up for this game 2 adaptation. Let's see if we call it right. Got Life Orb, Regenerator, Galarian Slowking with Ice Beam. But game 2, here we go. With the Great Hoenn opening. Bongtron, Oliphant. Okay, so Intimidate's beautiful to start this off right here. So we can do probably Rage Powder. I think we're going to be doing a Terra here. What is that booster energy going to do? Speed. And that is a Ground Terra Oliphant. So because Rillaboom's a grass type and it's Stellar Terra, Rage Powder is not going to work. But Rage Powder will work on the Iron Tread. So I think Rage Powder is fine, so we don't get hit with the ground move here, even though there is terrain set up. So we're going to go ahead and Terra turn 1 with Quackleval. And I really want to just incentivize that we do an Ice Spinner here to break the terrain. Sinistra is immune to Fake Out, so we're going to be able to get this off. We are fastest here, so there's no Terra coming from the Iron Treads. This is mainly so if this is a Wood Hammer or Grassy Glide, we're going to be okay. There's Grassy Glide. That's perfect. Steel Roller. That does a lot of damage. Does that break his terrain? Or are they going to break the terrain before we break the terrain? Yeah. Okay. I had the same idea. That's kind of funny. Hey, that's half HP. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So we got Rage Powder, I think, once again here. Can't use Steel Roller once the terrain's gone. This Rillaboom is probably swapping out. I think we can go for an Aqua Step here to go ahead and get a +1 speed. Because I think we will have Incineroar probably swapping in for the Rillaboom here to maybe cycle some Intimidates. And now that we're Terra Steel, we really don't get hit by ground moves. There's a Stellar Terra or a Ground Terra. I'm not sure which one it's going to be. Stellar. This could be knockoff. We didn't see that game 1. There's Rock Slide. Do we get flinched? That'll be big if we do. No flinch. Aqua Step. Good damage. Speeds up. Drain Punch is going to hurt. Yeah, that just KOs us. All right, so that's down. Down and out right there. It's back to full HP. We might be in a slight pickle, potentially, but we got that turn wrong. All right, do we put Gudra out now, or do we go ahead and do an Intimidate? I actually like the idea of Gudra out now. We can pull Sinistcha and then get a Staraptor Intimidate in. I think that's going to be really valuable here, so maybe we can get a Shelter off. We're going to be looking at probably Drain Punch and High Horsepower this turn, so we're probably going to actually protect while we make this switch. So there's our Gudra in. Sinistcha, we can Rage Powder. Rage Powder's not doing a ton for us here, but well, no, I think the idea is we're gonna get this Intimidate in, and then Gudra, I think we're just gonna do a Protect while we navigate this to get Rillaboom down to -1. Good news is the Stellar boost for Drain Punch is now gone. There's a Protect. That's fine. Okay, it is knockoff. Okay. I really think we can actually get a U-turn here since that's -1. So if we U-turn and then we go ahead and get our first off here, that's gonna be pretty good. Actually, it's booster speed, so that's gonna be fastest. Yeah, I think that's okay. And then we'll Shelter, gets +2. This might be greedy, I'm not entirely sure. We'll see. Okay, there's a pull. That's actually good for us. All right. Puffles is here. Oh, just a double. Okay, that's even better. Yeah, this is just +2 with really nothing to worry about. That's a fantastic U-turn. Yeah, that was a really good turn for us. Okay. So Sinistcha is kind of useless in the like redirection aspect of everything here. Honestly, our best value is Sinistcha going to rotate and heal Gudra here. And then the Intimidates are actually going to be pretty good for us. So I think you can just go for the Intimidate here. There probably is a Tailwind coming from their side. We don't have speed control in this scenario, but that's a neutral Ogerpon. We're +2 defense. I think we can go, if we can maybe get another one of these off, that's going to be really good. +4 is really all we're looking for right now. We get to, if we're +2 and they're -1, I like having Staraptor as our Intimidate cycle right now. Obviously, if this is Ivy Cudgel and Staraptor, we probably lose Staraptor even at -1. Sleep Powder does hit this time. So we're not going to get the +4. So the Intimidate's important. The Stomping Tantrum. This will hurt a little bit more. There's our first sleep turn. Alright, so Staraptor is going to be a little bit slower here because we're base 100 speed, but we're Jolly. Not entirely sure if we're going to be outspeed, if this is going to be Adamant Ogerpon. We can try to look for that. Personally, I don't really want to take the risk, so we're just going to rotate Sinistcha in and out. We got Shadow Ball, Machigacha for some good damage here. And then Gudra We're just going to see if we can get to +4 here. Because if we can get +4 is the goal. If we can get to +4 here, that's wonderful. Intimidate's insanely valuable for us. And then see, we'll go back to full HP. A little bit of healing's nice. There is Tailwind. Ivy Cudgel. That's why we wanted to make that switch. Guja's going to stay asleep. That's fine. That's fine. Sinistra is perfectly fine at 32 HP, I think, right now. Honestly, we'll stay. We'll stay in right now because Machigachi is going to probably be helpful if we get a little bit of healing here. Maybe we can wake up on turn 3 of this sleep because we've been down 2 so far. Pollen Puff to heal. Stomping Tantrum. Machigachi, do a little bit of damage. Can also get a burn. Like, that's always helpful. We're not going to get it this time. But that's going to get us at least out of red HP. Oh my word, we did get the burn. Okay. Okay. It's a little BM, I feel like, at this point. I'm going to heal. That burn's kind of big because Ogerpon will probably need to switch at some point or another is kind of my thought process. I think we can, because of that burn and it being -1, I think we can actually stay in and go for another Machigacha. And we are guaranteed to wake up this turn with Gudra. We will get our shelter off, and then we'll probably play the whole sleep roulette game with sleep powder next turn. Get another Machigachi off. We'll heal up a little bit. We might get close to half HP. Okay, we're going to wake up and get our shelter off this turn. Just OTs of champs.com. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Because we got that burn there, Ogerpon is around half. I think that's okay. Sinistra, we're going to actually swap you for Staraptor so that we can probably pressure the Jump Luff. And this time around, we're just going to, I think we're just going to go for our body presses. And we're actually going to body press the Jump Luff slot, even though it's not very effective. Or is Flash Cannon might actually be more damage. Let's go Flash Cannon. Staraptor of the distant past. Things that can go bad here is if a sleep powder goes into Staraptor for some reason. Okay, Spiky Shield, that's fine. Is this sleep powder? Pollen Puff. Unfortunately, does not work behind Protect. I like the idea, though. That's, like, no damage. We're going to stick to body presses. Burn -2, Ogerpon. I think at this point, because there's no Tailwinds, yep, we are doing limit testing. Who would have thought no special attack investment Gudra would hit like a wet noodle? So we'll go ahead and Brave Bird that slot. We're going to shelter to get us +6 so we can deal with the last 2 in the back a lot easier. Just because ground moves off Iron Treads, even at like +6 or +4, really big problem. And there is Rillaboom to come in with its Stellar Hat. Grassy Surge is good for us. Sleep Powder missed. We've gotten very lucky with these. Brave Bird will connect and KO. Okay. This should get us to +6 here. It's kind of a cool little animation. I hadn't actually really ever seen it till today. So Fake Out's back on the menu on their side of the field. It says we got a burned Ogerpon. There we go. We got that one in. I feel like a good play here is we're just going to pivot Sinistra in to get us that 5 HP back because, you know, we totally need it. But more importantly, I don't want Staraptor to faint right now. I think we kind of need it later. And so we can't get crit. This might do some pretty good damage. I'm not entirely sure, but we can body press this slot, and I think we'll be okay. See if we get the Iron Treads off the field. Get our 5 HP, and then we can probably start firing Machigachis and also Shadow Balls. There is Fake Out. This one, I think, is going into, yeah, the Gudra. Oh well, we tried to do something there, but Rock Slide. Yeah, we got that one written down. Gudra flinched. Because of the Rock Slides, I'm trying to think. I think we'll just go ahead and get the Intimidate in. And then Gudra, we're going to actually go for Body Press here because I think there could be a Protect here. Do we want to worry about it too much? No, I think we're just going to target. We want that slide gone because that has the super effective damage into us. Intimidate gets -1. High horsepower with the terrain at +6 will be okay. Knockoff. We're going to lose leftovers. That's kind of big. Oh, nope. We're going to lose our life orb instead. Okay. Gudra gets another one. How many turns of Grassy? I think we got, what, 2 or 3? I think 2 turns of Grassy Terrain left. Alright, there's Ogerpon. It's burned. We're not really going to worry about that slot. Grassy Terrain, 2 more turns. And +6 defense. We're okay. Protect for Grassy Glide. And then we will Body Press the Rillaboom, which likely is probably AV. Ivy Cudgel. We got that one written down. Knockoff. We lose our leftovers now. Okay. Very slow game plan on our side, but because of Shell Armor, we're not going to get crit, which is why we're able to play this slow, I think. Not why, that is why we can. Sinistra. I think we can just do a Brave Bird here. We'll Body Press here. Okay, we get our U-turn off. That's good. So maybe it was Adamant. Kind of interesting. 3 minutes left until the battle ends. That's how slow we are playing this game. We don't want timer to happen. We would still win in the event timer happens just because we have the Pokemon advantage right now. Ivy Cudgel. Oh, probably hurt a little bit. Yep, gets down to 22. Body Press should end it. There we go. All right. Game 2 to the Wingulls. the scoreboard updated. A long series, good games to Ethan. They had a pretty uh, heavy or physically heavy team, which was kind of scary, which is why I think the Staraptor worked out really well for Intimidate. And then we got very lucky with the sleep turns. Honestly, I think with sleep only hitting like 1 for 4 was pretty big in our favor and for our advantage there. So, but overall, Gudra showing up, doing a lot of work. It did last time very well. Thank y'all for watching. We will get to week 10. Is actually going to be tomorrow night on Monday when we play the other newest team to the draft league, the Windy City Whimsicots. And that will be a very fun series that we've been trying to build this team and that team simultaneously. And both these teams we've had to prep for have been a headache to deal with, but should be a lot of fun. We will close out our regular season tomorrow night. So we'll see you then. Look forward to it. Good games to Ethan and Austin Aerial Aces. We had the Battle of the Birds, so we got the first one. I don't know if we'll win any more after this, but it still was a fun series play nonetheless. So thank y'all again. Ham, it was good seeing you in chat. Chris, thank you for chatting as well, and see you next time.